so I just found a deal on a Nitro Rustler with a JADO body. We're gonna go pick it up. I actually recently just picked up a JADO that's got no body, no wheels. The motor's locked up. I don't quite know the condition of this. The guy said it ran last year, but you know how that goes. It's kind of a contradiction. You never really know what you're getting into when they say something like that. So I think what I'm going to do is take the body, put it on the JADO. I have another Rustler body that's some Ford or Chevy. I believe it's a Chevy body, but we're gonna put that on, get it running, get the JADO running, find some wheels for the JADO. I actually just picked up some old wheels that I actually don't know if they're gonna work because they're the pins and not the actual 12mm hex. So we'll see how everything plays out, but I think we're gonna get this Rustler for under $100. I paid under $100 for the JADO. Obviously the condition of the JADO is a little bit worse than this car. I'll send up some pictures and show you what this car looks like. It seems to have a clean JADO body. And it's actually a body that I used to have. It got ruined. I ended up selling the car, and my son really likes that body, so it'll actually be something that he'll be able to run and beat on himself now that he's actually old enough to drive the car. So we'll see how this goes. It's gonna be a couple good deals into one. I've had to do a little bit of driving for both, but that's all right. I got a 4-cylinder car. It can handle the miles. So we're going to pick it up now. All right, so here's the car that I just picked up. It's not a JADO, it is a Rustler. I am gonna use this body for this JADO that I just recently picked up. So, see if we can get them both running. I took everything out to the park and we're just gonna do it under a pavilion, and I brought a couple extra things that I probably will need. Roto start, pull start, air filters, some one-way bearings, fuel line, and I think some hinge pins that this thing's gonna actually need. So this motor is free on the Rustler. I don't know how great it's gonna be, but just the old Traxxas 0.15 or 1.5. This does have the 3.3, but this motor's locked up. So I'm gonna probably start with this one, get this thing fired up hopefully, and I guess really just get some power to it and see if the servos actually work or not. But if the servos work, I won't have to change them out, at least for today. I'll more than likely upgrade them soon, or just sell the truck as is, if I even eventually sell it. I don't know yet, but we'll see how it all goes. Now with this one, I'll be taking the motor out, get it freed up. I do have a heat gun with me, so hopefully that will be enough to actually get the motor to free up and turn. I have some WD-40, I believe, and hopefully that's all it needs. I've actually already sprayed WD-40 down into the cylinder, so hopefully actually after the last couple days it's been sitting, it'll actually free up with just a little bit of heat. But kind of got everything I really need, I believe, to get everything going. Now this is that Chevy body I was talking about. I actually bought it with another Rustler, I'd say about a year ago, and never used it, so it'll be going on this truck. Actually, this thing's got clips on it. You can see the shock tower's been epoxied, so wonder how long that'll hold up. Is it even gonna fit though? I am gonna actually need to cut these out. so it fits inside of the shock tower, but it'll work for now at least. Looks kind of old school. This one should just sit right on top if I can get it to squeeze on. There we go, somewhat like that. Get some pins in there and actually get it to sit flush. Well, let's get these things taken apart. Now the Rustler is missing a pull start, roto start, easy start, whatever you would want to use, but I at least have that, and some one-way bearings right here. Now, I don't remember if this is the hex one-way bearing or if it's this slotted, rounded kind of one. So I might have to use the pull start on each one. But once I get the motor off of this guy, I'll be able to figure that out. All right, so I got some fresh batteries in the Rustler and the controller. Let's see if these servos work. Nope. Hopefully throttle at least works. Nope, nothing. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, well, that sucks. Alright, I got another receiver in it. This one should have batteries. Yep. Let's see if... There we go. And it is bound. I didn't even need to worry about it. Heck yeah. Alright, well, we got power. Both servos work. They'll do for today. Let's get this junk out. And then next, get the pull start on. Let's see if this thing will even fire up. Alright, so I've got a starter on this somewhat, and I actually just noticed this thing's got a primer bulb, so I'm going to actually throw some fuel in it now. Let's just kind of hope and pray that it actually takes fuel into the engine. Alright, so it's got some fuel in it. Let's see if this primer even works. Oh, these are swapped. Pushing. All right, well, this pull start wasn't the right one. I think it's for a 2.5 and a 3.3, so I don't even know if it's gonna work. It's kind of sticking, and it's at least on, but it's not fully on. So motor is free. I guess let's just see if it'll actually even start. These are swapped. we need to do some adjusting on this, so let's see what we got going here. The idle gap's really high, but we got it running. It runs. That's fantastic, but just a little bit of adjusting I kind of figured we would have to. Now, I'm glad it was this way, so it actually started versus the other way where it's totally shut, but quick, easy fix. Shouldn't be too much to do this. All right, so I think I've got it actually set up the way it needs to be, somewhat at least. So let's give this thing a try. Hopefully it starts and we can actually drive it. How'd it feel? It's not bad. I will take it. First run, got through a whole tank, and I'm pretty sure it's got a little bit more in there. So, wow. I'm actually shocked this thing ran as good as it did with this old rotary carb. I thought I was gonna actually have to order a new one, and it ended up being pretty solid. So, not sure if I'm gonna put the JATO in this video or just kind of post this and do a part 2 and make the JATO next. Made quite a mess over here. I'm gonna have to clean that up. But hey, I will take that any day of the week. All right, so yeah, this video will be just specifically for the Rustler. I will do a part 2 series with the JATO and get that fired up. Maybe run both of them together. Maybe just run the JATO, I'm not too sure yet, but yeah, I was luckily able to get the Rustler going, actually drive a full tank through it. Runs pretty solid for being a 0.15 motor and having that rotary carb. I know they're really finicky, and it kind of actually took me a long time to get it going off camera. With the idle gap being basically wide open, I could only keep my finger on the reverse, and that's what kind of kept it at idle. And when I was at neutral with the trigger, it would basically be almost half throttle. So this will be specifically a Rustler video. Just be on the lookout for the JATO coming up next.